Hi guys, I'm Jay and this is Vroom Vroom. Well, it's great to be back here. We are back at Hobbs and Parker for the classic auction, this time in July 2024, and this one's slightly different. I've got a lot in the auction, which is my motorbike, but we'll come to that in a little while. Let's take a look around and see what's here. So I do like to start these videos in the outside yard to just have a look around. An old MGF. I had one of them, hydroelastic suspension, 2003. You've got leather. 300 to 400 pound reserve on that. Well, guide on that. And yeah, I think that's probably about all it's going to make. It's got the hard top though. They were hard to get back in the day. Scorpio, Ford Scorpio. These were boats, but these came out after the Granadas, and I had one, a 2.8 one, nice. What is it? That's only a 2 litre. That's going to go for peanuts. 800 to 1600 reserve on it. It was nice interior, but as a 2 litre, these are very well underpowered. If I'm right, these were the Pinto engines in these. What else we got? S-Type. Let's just go on wide, shall we? That's probably a bit better. S-Type estate. I had an S-Type. No, I didn't. This is an X-Type, not an S-Type, sorry. And I had one, not the estate model, for 13 years. I loved that Jag in black. It was beautiful. Let's come around. What? Oh, MG. I do have a soft spot. Convertible black. 15 to 1800 guide price on this. Now at the minute, as it stands in the UK, the arse has just fallen out of the classic car market, and prices are reported to have dipped somewhere between 10 and 20% in the first quarter of this year. So they are difficult, but they are, to me, might be a time to pick up a bargain. So we'll head over to the other side. Now, no sticker on this, but I had one of these in green back in the day. And is this a 6 or an 8? 4.2. It's the 8. Twin tank, yeah, I had twin tank on mine, and the only thing was I had a leak in one of the filler necks, so I could only use one. But mine was a manual, this is an auto. The manuals were very rare. Some tearing to the leather. So this is going to be, that will be cheap. And I had a mate who had one of these, late entry. And for 2 grand, you're getting a lot of car there. 3.2. Some history. Automatic. Leather. And then on the channel I was just watching, literally about 20 minutes before I got here, there was a guy fixing up a Mercedes, and it's a 300D. I wasn't going to guess at that. These were used as cab cars, but this only done 92,000, so it might have escaped. Diesel, 3 to 3.5 grand. Body's rough, and it obviously had a rear spoiler on it at some point that somebody's had away. But yeah, that is nice. Singer Hunter. See, these don't fetch as much as they should do. I think they go in seasons, classic cars, and we're kind of in, definitely still in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and stuff a little bit earlier is well, you know, you buy a classic car, it reminds you of your family, your dad, your first car. Anything further back than that now is getting more of a defined choice. E240, now that interior is very nice. It is a cloth. Right, let's go inside and see what's in there. Looking at the sale list for this particular auction, this is one of the busiest I've seen in a long time, and I've been monitoring these now for well over a year. Oh, Subaru, that's nice. Yeah, I don't think that's stock. Audi Quattro, they always fetch good money, and the faded red paint was because back in the day they didn't use the lacquer, so these tended to go back to be buffed up every so often, just to take a very, very thin layer of paint off to bring the shine back. 181,000 miles, that's high mileage, but they are still well sought after, and beautiful wheels on it. And there wouldn't be an auction classic wise without at least a couple of American cars in it. Pontiac Star Chief, I can't say I'm familiar with it. Pontiac I am in this shape. Look at that, that'll take you back to a 50s diner, something out of Back to the Future. Nice big old bench seat. And a big enough boot for several bodies. That'll buff up, won't it? Yeah, bit of teacup. That's clever, someone's actually made that on the back. Beautiful as well. Just coming out wide. Let's see what else we can find in here. That XR3i worked on a load of those, the convertibles, many years ago, and that's quite a nice example. To start. Now I'm wondering if this has got a warm start problem, because they were known for them, where they'd start cold and then if the car is unlocked, press the grey auto lock. Okay, well, it's good that they left instructions. The Daimler, now that paint is mint. That's got the straight 6, so that's the 4.2. Yeah, 4.2. Rolls Royce, these aren't really fetching good money anymore. 3.5 to 4,000. Yeah, I think that's slightly ambitious, but we will see. Another Mercedes 560, and another Jag X JS 4 litre convertible, so that won't be the V8 version. The V8 version, if you've ever seen under the bonnet on the V8 one of these, that is a very busy engine bay. And 2 Quattros, unusual. I'll have a look at the mileage on this one. 134,000. Yeah, see, they're used cars, and if you've got a car like this that will keep up with modern cars, then why wouldn't you use it? Right, so as we're coming through, MX-5 with a hard top, that will sell well, especially in the summer. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. That has got to be my favourite car here so far today. MG 1600 Mark II. buzzing down the A roads in that, it'd be absolutely stunning. There's Austin Healy, and this is another. Looks better with the roof down. And actually in white. So let's come around. XR2i. No, it's not. It is, yeah. It's not the I. It's a 2. Got the RS turbo wheels on it. And as we come back up, there was one here I wanted to see because it's another one that I've not seen for many years. There's a Sunbeam Rapier face fastback. $2.5 to $3.5. Nice. So I'm just going to cut across here. Because there's another 3.4 Jag. And the bonnet's open. Yeah, that's had a few hours worked on it. The paint is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful paint. I Mark 1 Escort, this was my second car, it was in red. And you could get big fiberglass arches that came out, and I had them with massive 10-inch wheels on. And they're only 13s to begin with, size-wise, width-wise. Height-wise? Yeah, let's go height-wise. And this was a GT or something because it's got the gauges. You can tell by the clocks. Manual choke. I had an Anglia as well, Ford Anglia. That was a pre-flow, and you swapped them over for the cross flows with the 4 branches and the twin choke Weber, and they went really, really well, which was a nice thing to have at the time, especially if you've got the exhaust right. And stuck a cherry bomb on it, and they did sound the business. So I'm going to cut across now. If I remember right, this has been in the auction at least twice before, so it's having trouble reaching reserve. That is one nice 535i BMW. If it's under 100,000 miles, that's gonna fetch good money. $85,000 miles, 3 to 4 grand. I tell you, that is a lot of car for that money, especially with the BBS wheels and the deep dish on the back as well, which is nice. There's some beautiful cars in this auction this time round. I've got no idea what that is. It's a Jag. Oh wow. Didn't even get it. Right, so these are the motorbikes, and like I mentioned earlier, I do have a motorbike in this auction. So we're going to start at this end. Motor Guzzi. It's a Triumph. What's it? What is that? Oh, it's a Bonneville. It's a T120, the bigger engine. Yeah, and the more modern ones, the seats don't tend to have quite so much padding, so you can feel it's not quite as comfortable. Look at that. Chopper tandem. I don't know if that's the Mark 1 or the Mark 2 chopper, but that will also get good money. Yeah, it's so quirky. Little 250 Honda. A Scrambler. Harley Davidson. Wow. Hold on a minute. Suzuki GS850G. That's been in here before a few times, but the best machine in the whole of the auction, there it is. That's my Thundercat, which I'm hoping to move on to a new owner who's going to love that bike, because there is nothing wrong with it. It sounds awesome, it's MOT'd and it's beautiful. So I'm going to just look at the sheet on this Suzuki, because I wanted this before. Now the fact that it's still in here after 2 or 3 auctions personally concerns me a little bit. It does make me wonder if the engine's okay. Now, I'm not sure it's this one, but there was one I was looking at a little while ago that had no key, and it could well be that one, but it might not be. But they're worth good money. They are worth good money if you get them right. Right, so back to the last couple of cars before I say farewell. Berkeley T60, that's a freewheeler. I tell you, you see cars in these kind of places that you never ever see on the road anywhere else. I mean, people can't just put them in garages, you've got to take them out and use them. Austin Healey's bright Mark 1, look at the headlights. And the mouth, I mean, doesn't that just scream adorable? I could actually pick that up and put that in my pocket right now. Right, so just a couple more to go that I just want to have a look at. One's the Zodiac. I don't know why, but this car always reminded me of Hawaii 5.0 and Steve McGarrett. He never had one, I don't think, but it was just that kind of look to it. 37,000 miles. Yeah, okay. No reserve. And it's a 3 litre, so that's probably a straight 6 as well. And the manual. Oh, bit of a funky smell with this, but look how thick those seats are. Wow. But if you got in them, you'd never want to get out. I'm going to push that too hard. And I think we are almost there. Bentley Type R. Oh. Right, let's wrap up outside in the sun. Right, so I'll have the sun in my eyes. That's fine, so it doesn't distract anything. So those are the cars that are available this time around at the Hobbs and Park auction. There is a huge amount this time around, and it's going to be a great auction, I think, especially with the sun out, because it does make people want to buy cars, especially convertibles, even with the cost of living crisis that we're seem to be permanently stuck in at the moment. My bike is in there. It's what I think is reasonably priced as a reserve, but we'll have to see, because like I said, the price seems to be coming down on stuff, and there was very little in that bike to begin with, apart from the fact that I was getting a classic machine back on the road, and it came out absolutely stunning. So we'll have a look at that come auction day, which from the day of recording is in 2 days. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll have a look at the prices. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully I'll be getting the big wedge of Wonga for my motorbike come Wednesday. Take care guys, ride safe.